Good afternoon. How is everyone? I have something very different for you today. Mary Magdalene has approached me to be able to speak to everyone today. Before I do that, I would like to share my interaction with Mary Magdalene long time ago. When we were in our travels in Thailand, we went to visit where all the young boys live, and they're learning and studying every day. You'd walk by the little huts that they all live in, but you could hear their echo of their doing the sounds of the mantras. So again, there was about 50 of us. When we arrived there, it was explained to us that they were looking for their light language, which many of us at that time already had it. But and they offered us to sit down with them. So we all found space on the floor. And it was quite a moment, for there were paintings done by these monks all around the room, and which, in fact, give an intention to the work that's being done on the floor. Along the side, the major monks sit together and they're doing their deep mantras, as I'm sure you've heard. So we began to do what they're doing to find our light language. And the thing to learn about it, if you try to discover your light language, everyone's will sound different. And there are 127 different languages of light language. So this brings me back to why I'm talking to you. Mother Mary came to me and taught me that during the time of Christ, they sang for healing, which my journey, if you understand it at all, has been about developing sound and healing. And like when Mary of Bethany washed Jesus's feet, she would have been singing and perhaps adding light language throughout the entire time. So you can be sure at this time my entire work had a shift, as it's had many in its journey. And she's such a loving soul. If you look into her face, I want to say to you that you would be sure love is in existence, and the sweetness and the compassion. And I could go on. She is just profoundly unique and beautiful. And so she would like to come and speak to all of you today. I'm not sure what she'll speak. So relax, sit into your heart, and allow one who's been so long available to so many have a voice. So here we go. So I open your crown and I touch your heart and I say to you, no longer take time. Take time to figure out that where you're going and where you've been. It's time to know. It's time to know that your heart is alive, not with blood and vessels and chambers in the heart, but it's alive with love. It's alive with remembrance. It's alive with where you're going. It is a path. It is a path that will never end. It is a path, and as you walk upon it, joy becomes that which you know it is, not that you expect it is. Knowingness, consciousness raising, allowing that of the cells within the mind to expand and to know truth, to know that the existence of light and love are true. You must overcome your fears. You must overcome that which has you believe that you are possible to destroy, that has you believe that the love you have can become hurt, that it can be painful. These are distortions of your second chakra of the emotional field. Feel it as I take you a walk out through and around your emotional field. Touch those places that have pain. Touch those places which have become stagnant, which there is no longer a breath, to allow the love you truly are to breathe through and to become. There. That in itself becomes more warmth, more depth. And let's bring that awareness up into the throat. Yes, TheoSophia spoke of our journey, and I brought her and we worked together with sound. Yata, 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 yata. You are loved. If there is nothing from today, from my voicing my presence to you, let it be for you to remember that you, as you sit, lie, stand, exist before me, are loved. Certainly, mother and father, but there are so many here gathered around me of light, so many that you could ask to come near you and help you, that love you. There are times when a moment of sadness comes to me when I think of how much you don't know, that which you are not aware of still. And I say to you, lay down that doubt. Lay down the loss of believing all is yours. For it is. For it is. Sound begins to open more doorways than you can imagine. It is ancient from before even this earth, that which sound can do acoustically to the world. Become a part of that. Work with your own chakras. Sing every morning. You will begin to discover a great joy, and you will hear the gruffness in your voice shift. Light language. It is surrendering that which you think of how something is. Light language speaks to the soul, and it doesn't matter where that soul originates from, whether it's extraterrestrial, whether it is an animal upon your plate, or truly eventually each other. It is a way to communicate that is felt deep inside the heart. It's another reason that opening your heart is so, so important. So there are those of you who sit here with me that doubt, that feel the heaviness of your world. And I say to you, step away from it. How? Turn around and know before you is light. Look at your thoughts. What are you generating? Are you manifesting that what you're thinking? Then choose to change it. Lovingly choose to appreciate and accept who you are in light, and it will change. So I'm going to give you a phrase, and I want you then to join me. We will begin to see how you shift, how you feel. Adonai Bak Yeshu. 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 Move away from denial of you. Move away from denial of you. The name of Yeshua. The name of Yeshua. The name of Yeshua. Fill your lungs with light. Can you feel the difference between this moment and before? The denial is of light, of compassion, freedom. The awareness that all that you ask for, God wishes to give you. You must become willing. You must become grateful. And you must be willing to give. If it is but a smile, or a twinkle of the eye, or a kind word, there must be a giving and receiving in the infinite movement of the figure eight. Have it become in and within your heart. Yes. The mountain with me, hold my hand, together we'll be free. Is it too simple for you? And yet I remember long ago when I was with Jesus himself as he became the mastery of the Christ. Many were in great fear. Many were in great denial. Many ran. It was those courageous that stood and stand by him and me. They felt the light that moved. They felt the love. And it is an unconditional love. It is a love that can move a mountain. It has the mountain, which seems hard to overcome, become a simple path where your feet can become light and you move with ease. Yadada, Namehu, Yadada, Amnu, Yadada, Yamnu. For always my hand is there to reach out and to ask you to join me. I will walk with you. There are many who will. If you don't know who they are, ask someone who will. For there is love beyond what the heart can hold for others. There are gifts beyond what the awareness of even the throat can speak to be given. All that is God's is yours. You must become willing. You must become willing. You must surrender. And does it say that you, someone I hear, must give up all that you have? No. No. You must give up that which is the distortion that you live by. The denial, the thoughts of fear, the thought of aloneness. For there is no soul upon this plane or another who is ever alone. Ever, ever, ever. It is the promise of the ineffable. So it shall be. So, on this day, allow the light around me that is pink and magenta to love you. Let it love you. Let it bring joy into your heart. For it is true. There is more than you need. There is more than you could ever want. There is actually more than you can even know. For it is beyond that which is. So it is many blessings I wish to each of you who listen now or hear this later. Hayata, Hayata, Hayata. Thank you for your love. Many blessings. Her energy is very powerful. I hope you all enjoyed that. And I'll be seeing you soon. The miracle love of Magdalene. Blessings.